How many times has it happened with you in the PT reading exam when you are very confident with the grammar, the shortcuts and everything, but you don't know the meaning of the words? Let me tell you, 8 out of 10 people, when they go to the exam, they fail in the PT reading module, especially both the fill in the blanks questions, because of the lack of vocabulary. So that is why we have this video where we give you 40 most repeated words, vocabulary, collocation, everything related to the fill in the blanks questions, both the fill in the blanks questions of the PT reading module, and it takes you one step closer towards getting your desired scores in the reading module. So like and subscribe and watch it till the end. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PTE. I hope you all are doing great. As usual, keeping our promise to give you the latest and the most repeated words, vocabulary, collocations, everything that is relevant to both the reading module questions, both the difficult ones, the reading fill in the blanks and reading writing fill in the blanks. And I don't need to give you more proof than what we already see from our subscribers, our members and our students. So many people are passing the exam, clearing, getting the desired scores just because of improving their vocabulary. And directly this video and the playlist for the vocabulary is impacting their scores. So what are you waiting for? Let's discuss the 40 most repeated words for both the fill in the blanks questions, and then you could get closer to your desired scores, that's for sure. And in this video, we are also going to do some questions. If you are really interested to get the prediction file, the questions that are coming in the exam now, there are two types of memberships that we offer, VIP and Priority. Priority will give you the prediction questions relevant to all the important modules, both for academic and core, and the VIP will give you a lot more vocabulary list, spelling list, templates, as well as the prediction file and some exclusive videos as well. So before we get to the words, if you're really struggling with the exam, just WhatsApp us. We do offer live classes as well, PT coaching as well, and we have trained hundreds of students to get their perfect scores. Even after they have tried multiple times, we have made it possible for them. So that's our strength. If you associate or join our training, then you are bound to be successful. Let's begin with the 40 words, the first 10 words. Let's see how many of them you already know and how many you don't know. Even if you know, we need to be careful how to use these words, which prepositions they collocate with. Not necessarily all words collocate with different words, but prepositions, that is also is important, and that is what we are going to show you in this video. First one. Again, these words have been picked up from the prediction file, the vocabulary list that we offer to the VIP members. If you want the prediction file or the VIP list, you can get access to that by joining our membership program. Anecdotes is something when we tell about short personal stories. Okay, I will share you an anecdote of a student or something. So that means I am sharing an anecdote and a story with you. And this is a noun. Okay, and as I told you, only nouns and verbs can have a plural form. How do you collocate this word? Is if it is a funny, you say funny anecdote, interesting anecdote. So basically adjectives collocate with this noun, or share an anecdote. Why don't you share an anecdote? An will be used because it begins with a vowel letter. The second one is render. Render is to make or to cause, to render something, to cause something, to make something possible. Right? Render useless. This is a verb. This is an activity that you are doing. Render, past tense is rendered. Rendering in the ing form. Render useless or render help. So I rendered something useless. That means I caused something to be destroyed or made it useless. The third one is intonation. We often hear this word in speaking module where we talk about the tone of your voice, whether it's rhythmic or not, or is it a flat tone. So this is also a PT speaking requirement. Intonation, as you all know, it ends with shan. It is a very common pattern for nouns. Now I have shared one exclusive video where I have showed you different shortcuts or suffixes that can be used to recognize which type of words they are. Please go and watch that. We'll display it here and also put the link in the description. So this is a noun. Yes. Rising intonation. Change in intonation. So you see words, prepositional words like in intonation is used. Okay. Intonation can also be used as a verb if we just say intonate. Intonate your voice. Like that, you can use it as a verb, as an activity. The fourth one is converging. Converging, as you see, it's a verb and also verbs can be used as an adjective. Converge means merging together. That's what coming together means, converge. Diverge, converge. So that's the opposite. And this is in the ing form. As I have said you before, if you have not watched our vocabulary and spelling videos before, words or verbs with ing or ed can be used as adjectives as well. Converging ideas, converging pathways. So we are describing the ideas or describing the pathways. Converging lines can also be used. So this is how it collocates with something that merges together, basically. Fifth one is administer. Administer means to give or to manage. Administer the notes or administer the medication. So you often use it with administer medicine or administer justice, okay, or administer a process. So basically, you are using it as a verb-noun combination. So that is how this particular word is used. Not a difficult word. Sedentary, a very common pattern for adjectives ending with ARY. It means inactive, sedentary lifestyle, which means very, very lazy. That's what it means. So sedentary lifestyle is a very common collocation. Sedentary behavior is also a very common collocation. Always adjectives are used to describe the nouns, so that's why they are put right in front there. And we have seen this pattern, and we'll again see this pattern in the questions of the exam, especially in the reading fill in the blanks questions. The seventh one is partake. Partake means to join in, and this is an activity. So this is a verb. You partake in, just like you use participate in, you partake in or partake of. So that's how these two words, these two preposition words in and of is used. The eighth one is efficacy. Efficacy is a noun and it means effectiveness. Again, effectiveness, if you see, it's ending with ness. All the words ending with ness are nouns. Sadness, happiness, effectiveness, productiveness, all are nouns. Effective by itself is an adjective ending with IVE. Again, a common pattern for adjectives. So what does efficacy means? Effectiveness, efficiency. Efficacy of treatment is very commonly used, or measuring something. Measuring efficiency, measuring efficacy. You measure something, the effectiveness, how fruitful this is. As we have already proved, the efficacy of the vocabulary, this type of video, what we have made for you, is very, very high. The ninth one is theorized in the ed form. It's a verb here, and theorized can also be used as an adjective. What it means is something that you hypothesize, just an idea, not proven, hypothesis. So again, it's used as an activity. Theory in the noun form, theorize in the verb form. So theorize that, people have theorized that grammar is useless, or scientists have theorized, or scientists theorized something, because they are creating theories and then proving it using facts and proofs. The 10th one is acceptance. This is a noun. Acceptance means either you agree or you just succumb to it. So basically you accept it. Acceptance of offer, gain acceptance. This is how you use acceptance of offer. I got a job offer from the company. I have given them my acceptance of offer. That's how you write it. Or they have gained my acceptance. So gain acceptance or acceptance of offer is, that's how you used. So now we have covered the 10 words. Let's move on to the next 10 words. The 11th one is manifestation, ending with shan. It's a noun. Manifestation is a display or a show of something, or manifest is in the verb form. Manifestation of symptoms, physical manifestation. So adjective noun combination, or you use it with of. Manifestation of symptoms. So basically you are showing symptoms. Right. The next one is commotion. Commotion again is in the noun form because it is ending with shan. It means chaos, disturbance. So everything that is noisy, chaotic is commotion. So this is what we use it with, like civil scenarios, societal scenarios, civil unrest, civil commotion. That's what it is used. Or commotion in the hall. There is noise in the hall, there is chaos in the hall. That's how you use this word. So two words, it collocates with in as a preposition and civil in the adjective form. The next one is prevalent. Prevalent is an adjective. Prevalent means very, very common. Prevalent facts, prevalent belief. Some people have already believed it from a long time. So prevalent, common, very, very common, pre-existing, those sort of things. Prevalent belief, prevalent in is also used. Prevalent in society, or people getting high scores in PT reading module by improving their vocabulary is very, very prevalent in the students. So that's how we can use prevalent in. The next one is predominantly, ending with ly. It's an adverb and it means mainly. Primarily, predominantly, mainly, all these are synonyms. So predominantly male, yeah, that's how we use, or predominantly used is also used together. So this is the method that is predominantly used by successful students. So that's what predominantly used, mainly, primarily. One of the most important, that's what it means. 15th one is enforcing, enforcing with an ing. It's a verb here, but again, ing can also be used as an adjective. So like enforcing laws as an activity, enforcing rules, again as an activity, or you can also use it as an adjective. What it means is something that is enforced, implemented by the government. Law is enforced. So that's the same way you use enforced, enforcing the laws, enforcing the rules on you. The 16th one is harsh. Harsh means severe, severity. Okay, harsh can also be environmental conditions or any conditions that are not favorable to you. So that's what harsh means. So if you don't improve your vocabulary, that means the exam conditions will be harsh on you because you will not be able to understand the words. Harsh conditions, very, very commonly used. Harsh words if someone is impolite to you, rude to you. So that means they are using harsh words. Okay, it is an adjective because it is describing a noun. The next one is barriers, obstacles. Something that is stopping you, vocabulary, grammar, spellings, all these are obstacles for you to clear your exam. Once you overcome that, then you will definitely get your desired scores. Language barriers, break barriers, that's how you use it. Or overcome the barriers, that's also you use as collocations because you are overcoming the obstacles. Account, it's not related to the bank account, but an account of something, a record or a report or explanation. So it is used in the noun form. According to an eyewitness account, this is how the crime was committed. Again, commit a crime is also a collocation. Or account of events. This is the account of events. This is how the events happened or the procedure happened. The next one is landscape. Landscape is not related to your phone or laptop resolution, is means environment. Okay, and it is a noun. So political landscape can be used, how the politics is shaping up, or business landscape. So these are the common collocation words that are used. And again, all these words have come in the exam. You can open the prediction file and check it for yourselves. But again, in the end, we will do some questions together and you will find out soon. If you are thorough with these words, you will be able to get the help from grammar. And on top of it, if your vocabulary is strong, you will 100% get 5 out of 5 or 4 out of 4, how many blanks it gives. The next one is unattainable, something you cannot attain, not achievable. Adjective, ending with able, is a common form of adjectives if you don't know that. Unattainable goal. Now, unless you clear or unless you make your vocabulary stronger, grammar stronger, then the desired scores are a bit unattainable, right? Seem unattainable. So that's also you use. The goal seems unattainable to me. Okay, we have done 20 words and I'm sure if you're thorough with this, you will be much more confident now when you take the exam. We'll do the question shortly, but there are still half of the words that we still need to discuss with you. The first one is snap. Snap means suddenly, happen suddenly, or shut suddenly. It is an action. Snap shut, very, very commonly used. Snap at someone, okay? You just close the door at someone, you snapped. Or it is also used sometimes in a negative way. He just snapped. That means he went crazy. The next one is mentor. Mentor is a guide, not mentor, mentor. Guide, and it is in the noun form. What it means is someone who is guiding you like me, or a teacher mentoring you. Basically not just guiding you, showing you the path to succeed and then pushing you towards that successful path. That is what a mentor is. That is the difference between a teacher and a mentor. So career mentor or a mentor figure. This is what a common collocation are with mentor. The next one is suppress. It is an activity. It is a verb. Suppress means pushing it down. Okay, holding it back. That means either when you get angry but you try to control it, that means you're suppressing your anger. That's what it commonly used with collocations. Suppressing, evidence also, hiding, destroying, all those, or removing, all those are synonyms, close synonyms, but exact synonyms will be something you are holding back, right? The next one is fondness, ending with ness, means noun. Okay, so it is a noun. Fondness is liking. You fond is the word, root word. Fondness is the noun form. Okay, and it means likeness, and it's always used with for. And there are only two words that collocate with fondness, is of or for. I will write it for you over here. He is fond of something, or if the word is fondness, then it will be for, always. Fondness for, or express your fondness. For, again, for will follow this. If it is in the root form, fond, of will be used. The next one is coincide. Coincide means happening together, in parallel. While doing this, this also happened. So that is coincide. Coincidence is the word that is derived from this, coincide. And it is always used with coincide with. My exam coincided with his exam. With, always use with. Or events coincide with each other. That's how you use it. Shrug. What is shrug? Like this, raising the shoulders. So that's an activity. Shrug off, very, very commonly used. Okay, shrug in response. It means typically you don't care or you don't know, like this. So that's what shrug means. And shrug off is a very, very common collocation. Mocking comes from the root word mock, not like the mock test, but making fun of someone, mockery. Okay, so that is the word, making fun. And it can be used in adjective and verb form because it is an ing word. So mocking tone, mocking laughter. These are the common words that are used together, but there could be more words in the adjective form or in the verb form. Mostly nouns will come after this. Tone, laughter, any other thing that you are making fun of. Depletion. Ending with shan, it's a noun. Depletion means reduction or lacking of resources. Depletion of resources. Depletion of, very, very commonly used. And it is in the noun form. We already discussed that. Resource depletion, very, very normally or very, very commonly used with resources. Depletion of resources, natural resources. We are just mining and taking everything out of the earth. Very, very commonly used in science and the geographical terms. And energy as well. Whatever is getting finished, that's what we used with depletion. Okay. The next one is callous. Callous means thickened skin, someone who don't care, who doesn't care. Callous. Develop a callus or callus on hands. These are the common. This is not a very common word that we use very often, but you need to be aware of. These words are appearing in the exam, and that's why we have put it there. Callus on hands, callus, something thickened skinned. Okay, it doesn't literally, it can be used literally of thickened skin, like the rhinos have a callus, or you have developed a callus. So that means you have developed a thick skin for a response to something you don't care. That's how it is used. The next one is replication. It's a noun form. Replicate is the root word, which is verb. Replication means, again, copying. You replicate something. Okay, so replication process or DNA replication is the kind of common collocations that are used together. So we have completed 3 sets of words now. We are moving on to the 4th one and the last one before we do the exam questions. The first one in this batch is promising. Okay, promising. Okay, if it is not used as an activity like I am promising something to you, it's mostly used as an adjective. Showing potential. What does promising? Very, very different meanings in the verb and adjective form. Making a promise or I'm promising something to you is like a commitment. But over here, promising future, promising candidate shows potential of someone. Okay, so that's what it means in the adjective form. The next one is excessive. Again, in the adjective form, IVE, it means too much. Okay, excessive, excessive use, excessive force. So you can use it with many nouns. The next one is gratuitous. Again, OUS, very common pattern for adjectives. Again, in that video that I told you about, I have discussed with you all the patterns. What it means is unnecessary. Okay, gratuitous violence, which was not necessary, gratuitous comment, which was not necessary, something that is coming out unnecessarily, without provocation, without provoking someone, without disturbing someone. That's what gratuitous means. The next one is curiosity. It's in the noun form, ending with et. So it's a desire to know. Curiosity killed the cat. Have you heard that proverb? Curiosity means eager, desire to know, dig deep. Okay, it's good to be curious when you are preparing for the exam, because you will be curious to learn new words, learn new techniques that will improve your overall reading and every other technique that is required for excellence in reading scores. So natural curiosity or sparking curiosity among someone. So that's how these words are used together as a collocation. The next one is intervention. Intervention means involvement. Involvement. It's in the noun form, again ending with shan. So it means like you can use it with early intervention or government intervention when someone interferes with your work. Okay, maybe necessarily or unnecessarily. But if someone is intervening in your work, that means they are you can use the word intervention or involvement as well. Involvement is more polite. Intervention is like disturbing intervention. The next one is awfully. Again, ending with ly, it's an adverb. Awfully, awe. Okay, awful. Awe means very good thing. Awful means very bad thing, opposite of awe. And awfully, again associated with awful, you have not done something in a good way. Something that is not appreciable, awfully, very bad. Okay, so what I told you, you can Google it yourself. The meaning displayed over here is not very precise. So I will say you to something that is very unpleasant, very bad. That is what awfully means. The next one is deserted. Deserted means completely abandoned. No one goes there, no one sees that. So it's empty, abandoned. Again, it's in the verb form, but it is used as an adjective to describe some place. Deserted street, or you feel deserted. So these are the two common collocations that are used with deserted island. That's also can be used something, again, that is not populated, abandoned completely. The eighth one is equivalent. Equivalent means equal, equal in value. So that's what it means. Equivalent can be used in the noun form or in the adjective form as well. Equivalent amount or equivalent to. So usage as an adjective or as a noun. The next one is perceptive. Perceptive means insightful, someone who has a good perception. So it is using IVE, common pattern for adjectives, and it is used to describe a noun, so it is adjective. Perceptive comment is the common collocation, or perspective or perceptive person is also very commonly used. He is a very perceptive person. He is a very insightful person, looks into details. Expositor. It's a person, it's a noun. One who explains, expositor, skilled expositor, expositor of ideas. Okay, you may want to call me as an expositor because I explain to you everything. So you can use skilled expositor or expositor of ideas to describe this person, which is expositor, noun. Okay, so we have done all the 40 words that have been appearing most repeatedly in the exam. If you want to get a full list of words that are coming in the exam, of course, you need to become a member. Minimum you have to do is get the priority membership, which is cheaper, but it will give you the prediction file, all the questions, but you have to do the research and analysis by yourself. But if you choose VIP, the vocabulary list, extracted, refined, everything given for you with the meanings, with the collocations, every homework is done for you, as well as spelling list, as well as templates, as well as exclusive videos. So those are the extra benefits that you get in the VIP membership plan. Let's do the questions now. Okay, so first thing, grammar can definitely help you in reading fill in the blanks questions, that's for sure. And then on top of it, vocabulary will also help you. So let's see which type of word we can fit here. Analysts surveyed content from thousands of personal blogs and dash that most blogs post focus on lifestyle and personal experiences. So analyst is the subject here, surveyed is the verb here, and over here and dash. So this particular thing, we are expecting again an action, a verb, and there is no subject here. So that means it is still referring to the same subject, which is over here, analysts. And over here, the grammar consistency kicks in. On both sides of this conjunction, you have to use same grammar form. So surveyed, we need a verb 3 form here. Now you have to look at verb 3s over here, dedicated, discovered. Now out of 6 options, we just have to look at 2 of them. So grammar made your job easier. Now still, if you don't know the meaning of the words or how to use those words, you can still get a wrong answer. So that's why vocabulary is important. Now, what makes sense to you? Analysts surveyed content from thousands of personal blogs and dash that most blog posts focus on lifestyle and personal experiences. So I think, and found that. So found is the word that I'm looking for just by reading. It is making sense, not dedicated that most. They are discovering something, and that's why discover becomes the best word, and this is what becomes the answer. Now, some of these words we did just now in this video. So I hope you do know the meaning and how to use it. Let's continue reading. Relationships and community themed blogs were also dash. Relationship and community themed blogs were also dash with a substantial number dash to cultural heritage and travel. So it is talking about what they discovered in the post, focusing on personal experiences with bloggers often using their platforms to showcase their expertise or hobbies. Relationship and community themed blogs were also what? So they found those content to be dominating, something that was very, very common, prevalent. Now, if you knew the meaning of common, prevalent, what we did, you will be able to select this as the second answer, which is the correct one. With a substantial number dash to cultural heritage and travel. Now over here, with a substantial number dash to cultural heritage. So over here, collocation can help you. Which word can you use? Only to, predominantly to. Predominantly is an adverb. We can't use that. We need a verb here. If to, two prepositions, very rarely used. Okay, so now what remains is dedicated to, because the other words we have already chosen. So dedicated to is a very, very common collocation. Dedicated to something. I have dedicated my life to teaching or whatever. So this is the third answer. And the fourth one, the data suggested that bloggers dash write individually rather than in groups. So what does it mean? That bloggers dash write. Bloggers is the subject, which is the noun. Over here, write is the verb. Which kind of word do we use here? We can use an adverb. Can use an adverb to describe the verb. Okay. So how many adverbs do you see? Now this time luck has helped you, but predominantly write about what? Predominantly write about what? So predominantly write individually rather than in groups. So that's what they're trying to say, but you have to be sure about the meaning as well. Predominantly means what? Something that has been dominating, or mainly, that's what it means. So mainly write individually rather than in groups. So meaning, word, collocation, and collocating prepositions is also very, very important. Let's look at another question. Again, this has been picked up from the prediction file for this particular month. If you are interested to get the whole list, you need to become a YouTube priority member to the minimum. VIP will also include, but it will also include the vocabulary list, much more than what we are discussing here. Okay, the next question. Amara Jones' story is one of the resilience and fortitude. Born in a family of sharecroppers in the Mississippi Delta, she faced the dash realities of poverty and social inequality. Now you see over here, adjective noun combination, realities, it's a noun. Face the dash realities. We need an adjective, that's for sure. Adjective. How many adjectives can we see here? Wonderful, harsh. Housing can be used as an adjective because it is an ing. But other, hope is a verb, account is a noun, barriers is a noun. So which one do you think? Now apply vocabulary and common sense. Wonderful realities of poverty. We don't say those kind of words with poverty or inequality, something that is not good. So the only other adjective that fits here is severe, harsh. harsh realities. Very, very commonly used as a collocation. That becomes the first answer. The second one, Amara became a beacon of dash, a beacon of hope. This is a very common collocation. Now, even if you try to put any other word over here, become of wonderful, appointment or account, barriers, it will not make sense because it is over here. It says a. We can't use any plurals like barriers. So you have to use something singular, and only verbs and nouns can be singulars or plurals. The next one is her memoir, Roots of Resistance, is a poignant dash. Poignant, what? Adjective and noun combination. So poignant, and then after that we have of. Account of something. We told you in the vocabulary that we did, account of something is very, very commonly used, and that is the third answer. Third answer. The second one was hope. So account of a story, a narration, a list of events. So that's what it is trying to say. Detailing, see, if you continue reading, it will make the meaning much more clearer. Detailing how she overcame dash to become an influential voice for justice and equity. Now, what do you overcome? You overcome the fears, or you overcome the obstacles, the barriers. So that's what is the fourth answer. Now, it all depends on the words, the usage, how familiar you are getting with the words, and that will clear the exam for you. So that is how you prepare for the PT reading module, especially the fill in the blanks and reading, writing, fill in the blanks. Both will be more confident if you keep improving your vocabulary with this video and the playlist that we have put together for you. At least go through the last 3 to 6 months of vocabulary words. Many students have already benefited. I'm 100% sure you will also see the benefits coming your way. As I told you before, you can get the YouTube Priority membership or VIP membership to help you support further to prepare for your reading module. And if you're totally lost, can't prepare yourself, you need total guidance, we provide live classes, PT coaching as well. Do WhatsApp us and we can provide you unlimited classes until you succeed. And if you haven't watched the latest video that we shared, how a PT expert like me reveals the latest exam tips for you so that you can crack the exam in the shortest amount of time, you must go and watch that video. Till then, keep watching Edutrainex, and I'll soon be back with another super important video. See you soon.